Welcome to Time to Buy or Sell by Weichert Realtors, Sierra Pacific Group. Today we will be discussing the housing market in Auburn. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
If you're, trying to figure out your next move or maybe just wondering what your property is actually worth right now, you are definitely in the right place.
Right, because our mission today is really to just break down exactly what you need to know about the Auburn housing market.
Exactly. And we're using the very latest local data for this deep dive, which, looking at these numbers, we've got some pretty fascinating things to talk about.
We really do. I mean, we're pulling from the MLS data spanning from February into early March of 2026. And the overarching theme here is, well, it's constraint.
Constraint is a very good word for it.
Yeah, right now there are only 56 active single-family listings in the entire Auburn area.
56. I mean, that is an incredibly tight inventory if you're a buyer trying to navigate this.
It is. And if you look at recent activity, we've got 25 pending and 30 closed properties.
With a median closed price sitting right around, what, $609,350?
Right, exactly. $609,350. But, that median number is actually hiding a pretty massive split in the market.
It really is a tale of two entirely different realities right now. If you put a sign in your yard today, you could step into one of two very different situations.
Completely. It's a highly polarized market.
Uh-huh.
On one end, you've got 46% of those recently closed homes just flying off the shelf in under 30 days.
Under a month. And they're not just selling fast. They are fetching over 101% of their asking price.
Which sounds like an absolute dream for sellers.
Oh, a total dream. But then you look at the other end of the spectrum, homes that sit for 120 days or more.
Yeah, they're taking a beating. They drop down to about 95% of their list price.
So what's happening there? Like around that 4-month mark, what changes?
It's honestly purely psychological. When a home sits for 120 days, buyers don't just see a house anymore.
They see a problem.
Exactly. They start wondering what's wrong with it. Are the sellers unreasonable? Is there a hidden defect?
Right. So that 95% price drop happens because buyers are basically pricing in their own anxiety.
That is spot on. Pricing your Auburn home right now isn't a game of horseshoes. Close enough just does not cut it.
That's a great way to put it. And buyers have a right to be cautious. They're feeling the squeeze with mortgage rates hovering in the mid 6% range.
Right, which creates this strict affordability wedge.
Let's break down that wedge for a second because it really dictates everything right now.
Yeah, buyers are caught right in the middle between those roughly 6.5% interest rates and the very sudden reality of higher insurance premiums.
Their purchasing power is literally getting squeezed from both sides, especially here in the foothills.
Right, because the Auburn area carries significant wildfire hazard risks. And those insurance timelines, they aren't just a cost issue anymore.
They're a closing issue.
Exactly, a closing issue. Buyers are already stretched so thin financially that they are incredibly sensitive to a home's condition.
So if a property doesn't have, say, clear defensible space or an updated roof,
Then the insurance quotes come back astronomically high. Or sometimes coverage is denied entirely.
wow. So that's why those move-in ready, hazard-cleared homes are the ones getting the 101% offers.
Yep, while the ones needing work just sit and collect dust.
Which brings up a really important point about location. Because Auburn isn't just one monolithic market, is it?
Not at all. It's really a portfolio of micro markets. The fire risk and the pricing look very different depending on exactly where you are.
Right, you have these steep price and demand differences between the core ZIP cons right near town and those neighboring semi-rural luxury segments.
It all comes down to lifestyle factors, honestly.
Yeah.
Buyers are weighing community amenities, school districts, and commute options heavily.
Yeah, so a home closer to I-80 might offer a totally different commute option and have a much lower insurance risk profile.
Compared to a larger semi-rural lot tucked away in the trees, yeah. Even if they're priced similarly on paper.
So let's translate this for you, the listener. What's the strategic takeaway here if you're looking to buy?
Well, if you're buying, you have to know that a well-priced, move-in-ready home near good schools and solid amenities will still spark multiple offers. You have to act fast.
But if you find one of those stale listings, the ones in the 120-day club,
Then you actually have real negotiation power.
and what if you're looking at your own property right now, wondering how to play this as a seller?
Precision is everything. You cannot overprice out of the gate, and you absolutely cannot ignore your hazard readiness.
So do your brush clearance.
Right, because if you haven't done it and you price too high, your property is going to sit,
Hmm.
and it will drag down your final sale price.
That is such crucial advice. Before we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with one final forward-looking thought to ponder.
Yeah, let's hear it.
We talked about how inventory is structurally low at just 56 active listings. What happens if mortgage rates drop even slightly this spring?
Oh, wow, that would change things entirely.
Right. A small surge in buyer demand could instantly wipe out any current negotiation power buyers might have. It is a very fragile balance out there.
It really is a fragile balance. You definitely have to be ready.
Thanks for listening to Time to Buy or Sell. If you have questions about real estate in Auburn, we're here to help. Reach out to us at Weichert Realtors Sierra Pacific Group. That's Weichert Realtors online at wrspg.com or call 916-619-1971.